to take it away in 3, 2, 1.
All right, so I guess it's up to me now. What's up, everyone? My name's Typwo. I'm sure you saw the ads before, but I just want to say that, yeah, there is going to be a Speed Souls Marathon on December 1st through the 3rd, so be sure to check that out. Additionally, there are some runs tomorrow on this channel with Krigan and Nax. They are doing, let's see, what time are they running out? Let me just get this first. I'm in Eastern time, so forgive me if I'm not in your time zone. Let me see if I can bring this up, though. Alright, so Nax is running All Bosses Dark Souls Randomizer at 5:35 a.m. Eastern. And Kragen's running Any Percent Demon Souls at 9:20, so be sure to check those out. I'm about to start here doing SL1 Any Percent. Just gotta make sure I don't have a file in there. So let me just create my character first. Alright, Mash, do you want to do the countdown? I'm not sure how you want to plan this out. I'm just waiting to see what Mash says.
Go.
Okay.
Yeah, you can start me whenever you're ready, bud.
Alright, I'll count down from 3. So, 3, 2, 1, go. Alright, so as I said before, this is Any Percent SL1. SL1 is simply starting as a Pyromancer, because that is soul level 1, you're not leveling up at all. This is without the recently found Wrong Warp, so I won't be doing that. If you don't know much about it, shameless plug, go to speedsouls.com and search for the Wrong Warp, and you will learn everything you need to know about that. Alright, so luckily I don't have to explain anything technical about this game since you already saw it once. Alibaba basically explained everything, so I can just shitpost the entire time, essentially. I will say a few serious things, but in all honesty, I'm not the greatest at this game. You can probably finish this run in about 50 minutes RTA, maybe even a little less, but I've padded this with an extra 20 minutes to deal with my incompetency. So, you know, don't be alarmed to see like 4 or 5, maybe 6 deaths. I think that's perfectly normal for a runner of my caliber. Alright, so we're gonna talk to Oscar, like we always do. Alright, these hollows up here are assholes. They're not nice. They need to not block me. This part is very important. Alright, so you do like a little loop-de-loop thing here to bring this guy out, and the other guy should not come out. There we go. Easy as heck. Alright, so you got the double damage there. You walk around to this guy's backside, you hit him once, twice, 3 times, and you just throw some fireballs. Pretty easy. Alright, so that is the first boss down. The others are slightly harder than that, so I'm not going to have as good as luck on those. Anyway, we're now at Firelink. We see this idiot sitting in the corner. We're going to head down, though, because we need to pick up the S-Stock, and we need to get RTSR as well. Alright, so I'm going to move this over here, just for... Oh, right, okay. So I didn't quit out at the door, which I usually do. So now I have humanity in my inventory, which I'm not used to. I hope it doesn't screw up anything. Alright, so there's a really hard jump here that saves about, I don't know, 2 minutes. I'm gonna go for it. Also, I need to pick up this soul. Very important that you pick up this soul. Alright, nice. We got it. Anyway, this dragon is guarding a shield. We want that shield for Gwyn, so we're gonna pick it up. And then we're gonna run away, and hopefully it doesn't kill me. So this first part is just me running through the valley. There's not much going on here. You know, I grabbed the shield, I'm going around these corners, I gotta dodge some drakes, but in general, we're just coming down here so we can get RTSR. That's the most important part. Now, when that Drake does something weird like that, he'll sometimes suicide. Which really doesn't matter for the sake of the run, but I always like to see Drakes kill themselves. Alright, so here we pick up our TSR and we spam roll off the tower to put us in a good position. You can die here if you get unlucky with the spread of the lightning from the Drakes, but we were good. Alright, so I want to try to get a dupe here. If I don't get the dupe, I have to knock the knight off. If I do, I don't have to worry about the knight. So let's see if I can get it. Nice. Alright, so that dupe is actually frame perfect. I'm still going to heal up here just to play it safe. But getting that dupe means that I do not have to kill the knight, I have enough souls. So that's pretty nice. Sometimes he'll block you though. Okay, I got a little freaked out there. I'm okay though. Thanks for asking, guys. I'm okay. Alright, so let me put the shield on. Alright, so you grab the longbow here because you want to do move swaps. I'm sure Alibaba explained move swaps in the previous run. You're basically swapping the running attack of one weapon onto another. Also, it works for the plunging attack and the rolling attack as well, but the running attack is the main reason we want it. So yeah, I killed that crystal lizard to get 2 twinkling titanite. I'm going to need a total of 10 for this run, because we're going to get the blacksmith's giant hammer, and we're going to upgrade it to +5. Alright, so we simply run by this guy. He has killed me before, but I think that was my fault. Like, he's generally pretty innocuous. He doesn't do much. Alright. So here we want to get 6 of these. We want to buy the battle axe. And then we want to reinforce it. +4 is pretty important for knocking off the iron golem. Alright, so you've seen this before. Sends gate skip, uses the death cam, etc, etc. Basically, we just lure this guy out, we get into a certain position, and then we trigger the... not the kill box, we definitely don't want to trigger the kill box. We want to trigger the death cam box. And it's in an area over here. There we go. Please do not trigger the death cam. I mean, the kill box, sorry. So if you're a little bit too low there, you trigger the kill box and of course you die. If you're not too low, then you're fine. It's just death cam and you can walk through Sen's Fortress. Easy as pie. Whoops. Alright, so don't do that. That's bad. You definitely want to walk into Sen's Fortress here. Alright, those snakes can be annoying, but most of the time you don't have to worry about them. You want to get a certain type of formation from these pendulums. So the one that I have currently is good. Where you quit out when you first enter Sen's Fortress changes the timing of those, so you want to make sure you understand that when you enter this. Alright, so the snake gets hit by a giant boulder, that's fine, that's as planned, basically. On the other hand, we don't want to get hit by the boulders, so we're going to quit out here. That's the best way to handle this as SL1. Alright, so that is the RTSR setup. That gives me some extra damage that I need for Iron Golem. I'm gonna peach out right there because I'm gonna be doing a lot of that in this run. A lot of safeties. Alright, so I'm gonna switch off to the S-Stock and the Longbow. These two will let me do move swap. Basically taking the S-Stock's moveset and putting it onto the Battle Axe. Before I do that, I'm going to grab the Large Soul of Brave Warrior. I'm going to use that in a bit when I get over to the Merchant. And the Merchant will sell me some Fire Bombs and some Blossoms. So I gotta jump this pretty spooky gap. Alright, so I'm gonna get 4 of these, 7 of these. Alright, we missed the move swap, but that's okay. Alright. So we want our first Blossom here for Iron Golem. Makes the fight a lot easier. And potentially makes it faster as well. So we want to do a running attack into his leg here. I'm aiming down, because it makes it easier. There we go. I really hope that's good enough, because if it's not, he's not going to fall. So this is a problem here. Sometimes, if he gets out of position, he won't fall properly. So what I'll do is I'll just reset the fight, and I'll do this again. So I'm doing this without Blossom this time. So it's probably going to take a little bit longer. There we go. Alright, that's an annoying jump. Just seems to happen sometimes for me. But anyway, that's the Iron Golem fight. Pretty simple. At least we've gotten to this point without any huge failures. So I'm pretty happy about that. Okay, so there's a number of ways to do this whole Inner Orlando section. I'm going to take 2 safeties here. I'm going to take this one, and I'm also going to take a safety before ONS. But basically I just sit here. I'm going to want to put on the core of an Iron Golem because I need to do 2 dupes on this elevator to give me enough souls to buy 8 Twinkling Titanite and a Weaponsmith box from the Giant Blacksmith. Alright. Whoopsies. Alright, so rafters. Rafters are fun. Sometimes you just die on the rafters, especially in SL1. So I can't use the S-Stock. Only thing I can use is my fist to defend myself here. I guess I could use the battle axe, but... So I gotta hit this guy. There we go. Alright, rotate this mechanism and get the heck on over to ONS. But before we go to ONS, like I said, we're going to visit the Giant Blacksmith. He's a pretty cool dude. He's going to sell us some great items, and then we're going to murder him in cold blood and take his weapon. So, yeah. In SL1, you're an asshole, because you also, well, I guess you don't have to kill Andre. Yeah, you don't have to kill Andre. You could do it without killing Andre, I suppose. But we're gonna kill Andre anyway. Whoa. Alright. I'm being kind of quiet because this can be kind of freaky here. Alright, so this guy's gonna fall off like an idiot. Now we're gonna equip the battle axe, because we're gonna use that to kill Giant Blacksmith, but before we do that, we need to take this bonfire. Alright, so the RTSR setup for the Giant Blacksmith is actually pretty cool. It's just 2 jumps. One jump is a lot harder than the other. Alright, so this is the first jump you want to do. And that puts you in pretty good range. The second jump is from a lot higher up. Holy shit, that guy was close. Alright. Jesus Christ. Alright, so here we're going to try to line up for a jump that puts us in RTSR range. So this might take a few attempts. There we go. So from the Giant Blacksmith, we want to purchase 8 Twinkling Titanite and the Weaponsmith box. And we are all set. And then we murder him. And then he murders me. Thank you so much, man. So I fear that one attack because you kind of want to walk around him, but I didn't handle it properly. Alright, so we're gonna go back and kill him again. We'll see if we can get that same RTSR set up. There we go. First try, pretty nice actually. Alright. So hopefully he's nicer this time. God damn it, dude. Alright, well this might be a long section then. We're gonna go back and do it again. Luckily, I do have my 20 minutes of padding, so I can die to this guy a few times, I guess. Whoops. Alright, I'll do this a few more times. If I don't get it, I guess I'll just go down without RTSR. Because I don't want to waste too much time doing this. Alright, good. Oh shit. I don't have RTSR now, so this is even worse. Holy cow, dude. Alright. Oh well. What are you gonna do? Alright, so, yeah, I would say just, go watch something else for a few minutes and then come back after I'm done with this. Probably the best idea. Nice. I actually got that first try. And this time we do have RTSR, so that's good. Jesus, dude. Camera, please. Thank you. Alright, so now we're gonna get out of here. We need to reinforce this weapon to +5. Alright, so we need to get an RTSR set up from this knight over here. Usually not too hard unless he just starts walking in place. Alright, so we want to move swap before this fight. I move swapped a little bit too fast there. That's what happens when you move swap too fast. You get that animation. There we go. Alright, I definitely want to Blossom for this fight. And I don't think I had it equipped for some reason. So we're going to get RTSR just by dropping off here. Alright, hope for good RNG. Alright, that's pretty good. Alright, that's a pretty good fight. This is not with the new skip. This is no wrong warp. Okay, the thing I'm worried about now is mostly Nito. That's where I think the run can go pear-shaped. But right now we're gonna go to Firelink first. For anything else. So let's see. I'm gonna warp on over to Undead Parish, and this is where we end up killing Andre. So just 3 hits here, and Andre's dead. Pretty easy. Now, you can do RTSR for Sif if you want to. I'm not going to, because I think it's like 2 or 3 jumping attacks and he'll end up killing you. Alright, so you quit out this door just to de-aggro these plants behind you that run around and hit you, because you don't really want them hitting you. That's not a good thing. So you quit out there. We're just gonna run by. Well, I was supposed to run by, but I probably ran in the wrong spot. I'm not really sure. All right, so let's do this. Let's do this over again. All right, so the first thing we have to do is kill Andre. Oh right, he's already dead. Alright, so I guess I'll just take the safer route this time. Like, I always run straight through here, and I never have to worry about that knight. But maybe I did something slightly different. I mean, that's the funny thing about Dark Souls, it really plays with your mind in terms of what you think is consistent. Because something might be consistent 99% of the time, and then 1% of the time, you get really bad RNG. And I don't know what I am doing right now. Alright. So this is rune skip over here, and I didn't get it, so I'm gonna get the backup, and I didn't get that, so I'm gonna get the other backup. Alright, so the Sith fight's pretty simple. Like, there's really not much to it. He can definitely kill you, but it's not a fight I generally worry about. It's not even one you really need a Blossom for. I think I'll save my Blossom, actually. So I guess I'll do this real quick. Alright, so this ring is going to help us out with Gwyn later. If I end up killing Gwyn. If not, rip me, I guess. This is what I'm talking about, like sometimes Sif just keeps jumping. Like, he just doesn't stop. Okay, so now we head down to Beta Chaos. This segment used to be a lot harder, and it no longer is so hard. You used to have to do Ceaseless Skip, which is a very hard skip through the lava, and then you used to have to do Fire Sage Skip as well, which is RNG based. You have to clip through the ground using the worm. Neither of those things are needed anymore, so that's pretty neat. Also, I didn't want to send that elevator back up, but it's reflex. That's fine though, just a small time loss. Alright, these infested barbarians can be annoying if they give you bad RNG. So far the first two were nice, and the third guy is nice as well. This little thing's called Blighttown Skip. You get down to the bottom of Blighttown a lot quicker. It's no big deal. Alright, so we're just rolling through the marshes of Blighttown. This is my favorite area in the game, by the way. And that's not sarcasm or anything. I do honestly love Blighttown. Alright, I'm gonna have to take a little bit of damage here, I think, to get into RTSR range. Alright, so Quaylog's pretty simple as long as she doesn't do anything really weird. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Okay, yeah, so I got stuck there. I actually went the wrong way. I probably should have played that differently. So what is that? Is that death number 4 now? That's not too good. That's a big time loss, too. Can they add like 10 minutes onto my estimate? Because this is looking like an hour 20 run right now. Alright, so don't send the elevator up.
Wait, I need to change the estimate so you can come under estimate?
Wait, what? What do you mean? No, I'm just saying that I'm playing very badly, so I might be overestimate. Sorry, I was talking to Mash there. Alright, so Blighttown Skip once again.
Can't play bad, you have to play good.
I've never played well though. Like I've never played this game well. I'll try though. I'll try to make sure the rest of this run is done in perfection.
Well, I mean, join the club.
Alright. So we're going through this whole thing again. Hopefully hopefully Quaylog is nice this time. Actually she was nice. It was just me that screwed up. You know, I mean this is a symbiotic relationship, and I'm not holding up my part, essentially. Alright, so once again, if you see me running up on the side here, it's because you can actually take slope damage by doing this, which will put me into RTSR range. It's a pretty interesting mechanism. Alright, not this time, Quaylog. Alright, so I'm gonna use some Estus right here. This coming up is elevator clip. I'm sure you've seen it before from watching Alibaba's run. It's a pretty simple thing. It's not too complicated. Probably gonna take about 3 quit outs to do this. But every time you quit out, your character moves back slightly. And the elevator is not owned by Quelaag's domain, it's owned by Demon Runes. So that's why you're able to clip through it. It's essentially not loaded in time. Alright, and there we go. And this guy has no AI, so we just hit him a lot. I couldn't remember how many hits it was. Good enough, though. Alright, so set this bonfire. This is another safety, just in case I die to Centipede, which has happened before. Centipede is a pretty annoying fight. It seems like one of those things that From kind of put together at the last minute. It's not a very nice boss, essentially. But let's see how it goes. So I'm gonna put on this tattered cloth robe. Alright, so that gives me RTSR range. Then I just wait for him to do an attack here. It's an okay attack, I guess. So he's gonna do his stomp. And then he's gonna push me into the lava. Because that's what Centipede does. He turns his body, and your character just moves with how he turns his body. So yeah, it's a terrific fight. I really do love Centipede. It's one of the reasons why I run this game. Alright, so we gotta get this RTSR set up again. We already screwed up, so that means we want to just get one roll for the lava here. There we go. And hopefully he's nicer this time. All we can hope for. I really don't like his position. It's really bad. It's good enough, I guess. Alright, we need to put on all this stuff. We don't want stone leggings, that would be bad. So, we also want the orange charred ring. Alright, so this helps us a bit with the lava damage, putting on the armor. Because we're just going to be able to make it. Alright, so just in case, I'll take this as well. I mean, I'm already like 10 minutes behind, at least, so why not take all the bonfires? I could even take the one coming up here. Yes, there will be more Souls runs. Krigan and Nax are going to be running tomorrow. Pretty early. Alright, so this part is silly. You gotta run underneath these guys. You want to make sure your stamina's good here, so you can get past all of these guys before they have a chance to hit you. Alright, so I quit out there because that guy was right next to the branch. When he's right next to the branch like that, sometimes he can actually jump up and kill you there. So, just another safety. Okay, so Beta Chaos, in a fight where everything can go wrong once again, you can get firestormed in this fight, and it's not nice. So hopefully that doesn't happen to me. Alright, so I need the Covenant of Artorias for what's coming up next, so we'll put that on. Oops. Now, luckily you don't have to worry about anything right now. You only have to worry about things after you throw the first bomb. So you throw 2 bombs here, and I want to get into position to make sure I do not screw this up, because that would be very unfortunate. So I'm going to take my time here. Alright, that looks pretty good. Looks good as well. Alright, so we have 4 kings, Seath, Nito, and Gwyn left. So we're gonna go back to Firelink now. Actually, yeah, I don't need to do that. Okay, cool. Okay, so when I pull this up, there are 2 things I need to equip here. I need the stone armor, and I need the tattered cloth manchette. I'm gonna put the bow in this hand, and I'm gonna put the S-Dock in this hand. And that was extremely slow, but that's fine. So this allows for a consistent RTSR setup. So what I do here is just backstep 4 times. Alright, there's a stupid little jump you can do here. I'm not going to do it because I've already looked like a fool enough in this run. That jump saves like half a second probably. I'm not really sure how much it saves. It's not much. Alright, so seal skip, you saw it when Alibaba did it in his run. We're going to do this slightly differently. We line up at the edge right here and we just kind of inch off a little bit. So that was a little bit too fast, which means you go out too far, which means you don't hit the slope. The whole reason this works is because there's a slope there. You want to make sure you hit it. There we go. Now, if you don't do that second quit out, your camera is all messed up, and it's really hard to walk around. Alright, so the 4 kings fight is another one of those things that can be straightforward, and then you can just get bad RNG or something. We'll see what happens though. Alright, so I drop off here. Gonna drop the leather armor. I'm gonna face in this direction, and I'm gonna start running towards the first king. So I want to use my green blossom before. Hopefully he does not do magic. That complicates things in an awful way. Alright, so it's 4 rolling attacks to start. That's 2. Definitely want to run away from that. Alright, so I did miss 1 attack, so that means I don't think I can get 2 kings here. Well, that's still fine. Also, that's really bad. This is interesting. Okay, so we get to do 4 kings again. I was actually trying to quit out, but I couldn't. Alright, so yeah, you don't want that magic attack from the second king. From the second king, it's really bad. I'm usually not prepared for it because I just hope it doesn't happen. It's not completely rare, but it's not something that you get a lot of the time. Alright, so I'm gonna want to equip these 2 things again. Alright, so we need to do what we did before. Need to go through the whole process again. Well, I think we still have enough green blossoms, so that's not an issue. Green blossoms are really nice for this fight. That might have actually been too early of a quit out. So if you quit out too early, you can die here. You'll get death cam temporarily, and then, yeah. Just like that. So we need to do it again. Alright, so switch back to this. Put on the stone armor, the gloves, and I'm not sure if that quit out was too early. Hopefully the elevator's triggered. There we go. Alright, we need to do that jump again. Didn't give us RTSR. There we go. Alright, so that one was better. Alright, so same thing here, use Green Blossom. Run straight up to this guy and do a rolling attack. Second rolling attack. Third rolling attack. And a fourth one. Alright, so that was a lot better. We can still get 2 kings this way. So you want to start out with a jump attack on this guy. Does the right amount of damage. Dang, dude. So you want to get both hits there. If you don't, obviously, you get the 3rd king. So that's kind of a bummer. And I have to wait for the 3rd king to spawn. Alright. Hopefully it does not do magic. Okay, good. Come on, do a good attack. Alright. So that's 4 kings. I'm gonna take this bonfire because the Nito fight's probably gonna be pretty horrible. This guy's gonna bring us to the kiln.
This
Alright, so now we go to Anarlando to go up against Seath. Looks like I'm 18 minutes behind on my splits, pretty good. Say that's about on par with what I'd expect from a marathon run. Alright, so I'm going to switch off to the Grass Crest Shield here for better regen. So we have Duke Skip coming up. Duke Skip is an extremely important skip, probably the most important for any route that goes to Seath, as it saves about 5 minutes. So you can roll through that, dude. That's not good. That's really bad. Alright. So more progress on the dying front. I'm not sure what the tally is now. I think it's like 8 deaths or something. I mean, either way, it's pretty good. I'm really getting up there. The funny thing is, we're not even at the worst part yet. Like, the one part of this run that I'm worried about is Nito. And we haven't gotten there yet. Which is funny, I guess. Yes, I am reading chat. Alright, so this is Duke Skip. I guess you can make it pretty consistent. It's the kind of thing that you'll get like 6-7 times in a row in practice, and then suddenly you'll just start failing it. So I'm not really sure where to put it on the spectrum of easy to hard, but we'll see how this goes. Alright, pretty good. This run does not use the new skip because I submitted the run before the skip was found. So, I'm doing it the old way. Alright, so there's 2 ways to drop down here to get RTSR. I'm gonna do the secondary way just because it's easier and there's less chance of failure. And it only wastes like, I don't know, 4 or 5 seconds, so it's fine. Alright, so that's not RTSR range quite yet, but we're going to do another jump that allows us to get in the range. There we go. Okay, so I'm gonna use a blossom right here. I'm gonna throw a firebomb at this this thing that keeps Seath from taking damage. And so I'm doing this formation around the clams because I don't want to get any in the fight. So this kind of, like 95% of the time this works. So hopefully it works again this time. That was the worst throw I've ever done. Alright, so we just have Nito and Gwyn left. Alright, so catacombs. Catacombs are generally pretty easy. There's one thing that I do here. I quit out at the lever. There's a lever to open up the first passage in the catacombs. I quit out at it just to reset the RNG. Because otherwise the skeletons can block you. Just makes things easier. You can call me a dirty cheater if you want, I don't mind. So quitting out here basically saves you the animation of pushing in that lever, and this guy fires that every time just like that, and these skeletons are no longer spawned, so you don't have to worry about them. On the other hand, these skeletons coming up can be pretty annoying. Sometimes they can just like dive bomb you, and yeah, please don't hit me, thank you. Alright. That is not how you want to fall down there. So here's the alternate way to do it. There we go. These bone wheels can be kind of annoying sometimes, but they're generally not too bad. When you're too fast with move swap. Alright, there we go. Pinwheel can actually kill you in this. No joke. Alright, so we are going to take the bonfire over here, because as I said previously, the Nito fight is really spooky in SL1. Alright, where am I? Words you never want to hear from a runner of a game. Where am I? Alright, so this series of jumps and everything is kind of just something you learn after a while. It's not too bad. Like, you learn how to do that sequence, and it makes Tomb of the Giants pretty fast. Alright, these little pinwheels, or whatever you want to call them, can be pretty annoying. Not a big fan of them, personally. Alright, so we need the stones. Nope, we don't want the stone gauntlets. We want that, yes. Okay. Alright, everyone, please wish me luck, because I'm really hoping this goes well. That's really bad. Alright, that freaked me out just a little bit. Alright, so I need to get this guy to bring me back up again.
Ah, it went very well.
Alright, so now I just need to kill Gwen. So, I have... You've seen all my weaknesses so far, which is dying to absolutely everything in this game. I do have another weakness, and that weakness is dying to Gwen's low attack. So there's two opening attacks that Gwen does. He does a high flying attack, which I find pretty easy to parry. He also does a low attack, which I get the parry on probably less than half the time, unfortunately. Let me just set up my RTSR here before I do anything else. So yeah, you want to get RTSR from this dude. There we go. Alright, so at the fog gate we're going to switch off to the shield that we picked up earlier from the Undead Dragon. That's going to give us enough fire resistance to, I think, handle 2 fast attacks from Gwen. Oh my god, dude. Why did I do that? Alright, I freaked myself out again. Alright, I died in a brand new way. Okay, so let's go back and do it again, I guess. The walk's pretty long, it's like 2 minutes or something, I think. It's kind of annoying to go back. Alright, should be good. Hopefully I get the same attack this time. Nice. At least Gwen is nice so far. Alright, so get the fast attack, then the follow-up. I'm gonna get behind him and hit him twice, just like this. And then I'm gonna peach out and just hit him 3 times. Makes this ending easy. And that is SL1 done extremely slowly.
I know.
So I was plus 23 on my splits, and I won't take up any more time because I know you guys want to get this going, so thanks for watching. See you later.
Alright, that was a good run though. Thanks, bud.
Thank you.
Alright, guys. So up next we have Devil May Cry 3 by Simontes. So stay tuned for that. We'll go to some intermissions, and we'll be right back. Thanks for watching, guys.